Bob, could you please tell us, what part of your journey, what important part of your life, the entire journey, that actually influenced your decision to specialize in internal family system therapy?
Okay.
What was that point?
Well, I had worked with many other parts work models. I had come to believe very early on that I, at least, and now I think pretty much everybody, is not one unified thing. We're a system of pretty well encapsulated small parts that are sparsely interlinked with each other. And there are philosophers who argue this is the necessary structure of mind. But anyway, I knew I was like that, so I worked with all these different parts work models, starting with probably the first was the Gestalt, as it was taught at the Institute here. And then I got to know Jack and Helen Watkins, the founders and creators of ego state therapy, which is, that uses hypnosis or altered states of consciousness to work with these parts. And then there was a transactional analysis was very early on. The 12 steps, and especially the adult children of alcoholics movements and their popularization of the idea of inner children. In the 12-step tradition, Pia Mellody and her work, she called her stuff post-induction therapy. But she clearly worked with parts too. And there's also psychosynthesis and voice dialogue and a few others along the way. So I came and my own therapist, who I've worked with for many decades, had her own way of working with parts. She didn't call them parts, she calls them the insiders. So I had all these different things, and when I found IFS, it seemed to be the most coherent and powerful. And I think it's the most respectful and potent. And I think it is potent because it is respectful. And I didn't used to put those two words together like that, but I think that's very true now.